Let's get started with the event. Yet again, I'll ask somebody to confirm if I'm audible and visible.
Yes, you are.
Okay. Good evening, and after a long wait, we're back again. And a very, very warm welcome to all the professors, committee members, students, organizers, and attendees of our opening ceremony of Theatrixmas 2021. After yet another year of staying at home, the Xaverian Theatrical Society of St. Xavier's College had made up its mind. And what better way of heralding in the new season than with some wholesome conversations and sharing of mutual knowledge? Thus, to celebrate the love of theatre and arts that we all house, was born Theatrixmas, a range of celebrity workshops that include all things theatre from the stalwarts of the industry itself from the 23rd to the 30th of December. We're also happy to announce that we have Edugraph by Telegraph as a digital media partner. And with that, it's my pleasure to invite you to the very first day of Theatrixmas that has been graced by the presence of our esteemed guests of the day, Miss Koneenica Bannerjee and her associate from a theatre school, Miss Abanti Chakraborty. But before we get started with the event, there are just a couple of rules that Sukanya shall read out for us that is to be kept in mind by everyone during the course of this event and also during the course of the other workshops that are going to be held. Sukanya?
Yeah. So first of all attendees are requested to keep their videos on throughout the workshop. Second is please make sure your microphones are off at all times to avoid distractions. Making derogatory or inappropriate remarks will be severely punished and will result in immediate removal from
because of the unavoidable difficulties that rise due to an online mode of program, this program had to be delayed for quite some time. But it brings me immense delight to say that we are finally holding this event and exactly the way we wanted. And the credit goes to several people of XTS. Firstly, the secretary, Shoporno Shorkil, because of whom, and it was his idea, it was deep-rooted in his mind to make this workshop happen. And it's because of his effort that we could all come together. I thank each and every CCM and WC because of whose tireless effort and dedication towards the society, we could make this event happen. I also thank all the members who showed interest in volunteering and being a part of the organizing committee. I thank all the other members for their excitement and encouragement, and all the other students of XTS who might not be a part but showed equal passion about theatre. But most importantly, I thank the guests who acknowledged our passion of the students for this institution and agreed to come forward and help us explore and learn so much more that we are about to learn today and in the days we look forward to because of this workshop. I thank them all for acknowledging our passion and for agreeing to do this with us.
Thank you, Sonalika, for that wonderful speech that riled us all up and got us into the Christmas spirit. And with that, I shall introduce myself. My name is Ayushi Datta. I'm a second year mass communication student at St. Xavier's College, Kolkata. And I am also one of the working committee members of the Xaverian Theatrical Society and your moderator for the day. My phone number is also there on the poster and in the email that you have received, which has the link in it. So throughout the course of the event, if you have any questions or any doubts, feel free to drop me a text. I would request everybody until and unless it is very urgent to not drop me a call, as I will be moderating the event as well. You can drop me a text on my number and I will surely get back to you when I have the time. And with that, I would like to call upon stage Sukanya Sinha, who is my co-moderator for the day. Sukanya, the stage is all yours.
Yeah, hello everyone, good evening. So my name is Sukarna Sinha and I'm one of the WSENs of Xaverian Theatrical Society, and it's a pleasure to have you all today. So Aisha already said, if you want to say something. If you have anything on mind, you can drop text to any one of us. And today I'm the moderator, one of your moderators. So I won't waste any of your time by my intro. So just moving on. So
Tanya, just 1 second. I just wanted to confirm if the celebrity guest for the day is here or not. So, if you could
yeah,
just do that.
yeah, just confirm and then we'll begin again.
I think she's facing some technical glitches because she texted me. So, is she here?
I'll look into it.
Yeah.
Not yet. She's not here yet.
Again, yeah, these are one of the perils of online events that we just have to face. Somebody's network always fails. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen in our classes, but happens in our events. So, I'm extremely apologetic on behalf of the entire society once again, but we'll just have to wait it out for a bit. She is trying to join. She has texted me. And I don't mean to be somebody who is very rude, but we have 107 attendees here. If a few more people could switch on their cameras, please, it just makes for a more conducive environment for the guests to work in. Thank you. Thank you so much for switching on your cameras. Thank you. She is coming. Soham, could you keep an eye on the lobby and let me know when she's here, please?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Abanti Chakraborty is also joining, so let me know about that as well.
Sure. I guess Ayushi, I guess Abanti ma'am is here.
Yes, I am here. Good evening, everyone.
Good
Good
evening.
evening, ma'am. Ma'am, we're just waiting for Koneenica ma'am to join.
Sure.
Thank you so much for coming, ma'am. It's our immense pleasure to have you amongst us today.
Same here. So I can see Anushka, Ananya, Soumyajit, Ayushi, Shohini. We have a lot. So, which department is this? English department?
No, ma'am, it's actually the Xaverian Theatrical Society. So we have people from all departments and from all years across the college with us.
Just a second. Koneenica is calling.
Yeah,
Ma'am,
sure, ma'am.
Just take her call. Okay.
Sure, ma'am.
Centering the meeting. It's from 6 o'clock, right?
Yes, ma'am. We just started with our opening ceremony and we just got over with it.
You're going college, like physically?
No,
Offline
we're
classes?
not
no,
yet.
ma'am, not yet.
So when it
So
is starting?
it's
9
going
p.m.?
to start from the
For
7th.
some, it's
Yes, ma'am.
going to start from January 17th, and for some later.
Yeah, is joining or joined? Yes. Hi, Koneenica.
Hi,
Hello,
hello.
Koneenica, ma'am.
Good evening. Hi.
Okay. So,
সবাই দেখতে পাচ্ছ নাকি I can see only few people. Everybody is here.
Yes, ma'am. Everybody is
yes,
here. So, Kanya, you can start.
yeah. Hence, it's my utmost honor to introduce one of the most noted individuals of the Tollywood film industry who hardly needs an introduction. She is known for her versatile acting roles in Abar Ashpo Fide, Chotushkon, Kader Kuler Bou, Mukherjidar Bou, and several other Bengali productions, and the current being Aay Tobe Shohochori. Throughout her career, she has contributed immensely towards both the Tollywood film industry and the country's theatre circuit through her theatre school. She has been notably praised by the audience for several of her roles and won numerous awards in her field. And with that, I call upon the dais none other than Miss Koneenica Bannerjee.
Thank you. It was a great introduction, I must say. Thank you so much. Thank you. I would prefer to speak in Bengali because that is my own language, and once it comes to acting, it is easier for me to imagine and converse. So আমি
Absolutely,
বাংলা
ma'am.
মিশিয়ে বলছি। Abanti is there with me right now today. আজকে আমার সঙ্গে অবন্তী চক্রবর্তীও রয়েছে। আমি অ্যাক্টিং পড়ানো বা অ্যাক্টিং নিয়ে কাজ করবার কথা ভাবা শুরু করি once the pandemic started, because I was at home after my having the baby. I was sitting at home, I was doing nothing, and suddenly I thought, while cooking, I thought, what I'm doing, this is not me actually. আমার তো ভেতরের সত্তাটা একজন অভিনেতার সত্তা। এই কথাগুলো তোমাদেরকে এই কারণেই আমি বলছি, বিকজ ইউ নিড টু ফাইন্ড আউট একা যখন থাকবে যে তোমার ভেতরের আত্মাটা, your soul, what actually they want, মানে what is actually, যে once you hear cut, that means cut from the emotion, but এইসব বলা সত্ত্বেও once you go back home, you take back all those emotions with you. There are times যখন আমার সিন ভালো হলে I am very happy and I'm behaving very normal with my family person, but there are times যখন আমার হয় যে আমি বাড়ি যাই এবং I'm very sad because I thought like আমি এইভাবে পারফর্ম করব, এটা হওয়া উচিত ছিল। যে জন্য আমি প্রত্যেকটি ছেলে মেয়ে এখানে প্রায় আমি দেখতে পাচ্ছি তোমরা অনেকে রয়েছো, আমি বলবো যখন তোমরা একা থাকো, ইউ নিড টু আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড তোমার ভেতরের যে সোলটা, যে আত্মাটা আছে, সেটা কি চাইছে অ্যাকচুয়ালি। আর ইউ অ্যান অ্যাক্টর? তুমি জীবনে কি হতে চাইছো? তুমি কি এদিকে এগোতে চাইছো? তুমি কি থিয়েটার করতে চাইছো? তুমি কি সিরিয়ালে অভিনয় করতে চাইছো, নাকি তুমি ফিল্মস করতে চাইছো? বিকজ তিনটে ডিফারেন্ট প্ল্যাটফর্ম, এন্ড তিনটে ডিফারেন্ট প্ল্যাটফর্মের জন্য তিন রকমের ডিফারেন্ট অভিনয় দরকার, স্কিলস দরকার। এই যারা অনেকে ধরে নেয় না অভিনয় করার জন্য, ইউ ডোন্ট নিড টু লার্ন এনিথিং, ইউ ডোন্ট নিড এনিথিং টু আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড। ইউ আর আ গ্ল্যামারাস পার্সন, ইউ গো দেয়ার এন্ড ইউ জাস্ট, তুমি একজন হিরো হিরোইন হয়ে গেলে। ইট ইজ অ্যাকচুয়ালি নট কারেক্ট। আমি আমার জার্নি শুরু করেছিলাম when I was at the age of 12, যখন আমি থিয়েটারের জার্নি করেছিলাম। তার আগে আমি জানি না, দেখো আমি এই জন্যই বলছি প্রত্যেকে এখানে তোমরা যারা রয়েছো প্রত্যেকের ভেতরে সেই পার্টস গুলো আছে। দ্যাট ইজ ওয়াই এই সন্ধ্যে 6টার সময় we all are here and we all are discussing about acting, কারণ আমরা না হলে আমি কথা বলবো তোমরা শুনবে কেন? there must be something, right? তোমরা শুনতে চাও কিছু, কারণ তোমাদের ভেতরে সেই খিদেটা আছে, you want to be somewhere, তোমাদের ইচ্ছেটা একটা জায়গায়। একটাই শুধু অসুবিধে আমাদের, যেহেতু পড়াশোনার মধ্যে দিয়ে যারা অভিনয় নিয়ে পড়তে চায়, শুনতে পাচ্ছ তোমরা? আমি
Yes, I think somebody is unmuted. If everybody could please mute themselves.
So I'll just start from here. তো তোমরা আমার মনে হয় যে এইটা জানা খুব দরকার অ্যাকচুয়ালি আমি কি হতে চাই, আমি কোথায় পৌঁছতে চাই। আর তোমাদের জেনারেশনটা আমি বলবো blessed, as we have phone in my hand and I can connect with all of you. এটা তো ভাবাই যায় না, তাই না? আমাদের সময় আমরা যখন স্টার্ট করেছিলাম, we didn't have Google, we didn't have mobile phones, we only had landlines and we didn't know what industry I'm going to. I only knew that ভালো বাড়ির লোকেরা মেয়েরা এই ইন্ডাস্ট্রিতে কাজ করতে যায় না, but I took a challenge. I was doing theaters and I took a challenge. I went to the industry and I did my যেটুকুন আমি করতে পেরেছি and I achieved what I wanted to be. আমি একজন অভিনেত্রী হতে চেয়েছিলাম, সেটা আমি অ্যাচিভ করতে পেরেছি। তাই আমি বলবো তোমরা এখন খুব ছোট, এইটাই হলো সময়, যে সময় দাঁড়িয়ে আমি কি শিখতে চাই, আমি কোথায় যেতে চাই, আমি কোন জায়গায় নিজেকে আজ থেকে 10 বছর বাদে দেখতে চাই, সেটা দেখা খুব দরকার। আর আমি অ্যাক্টিং এর কয়েকটা টিপস দিয়ে যাব, যেটা আমার স্টুডেন্টসদের আমি প্রথম ক্লাসেই বলি। অ্যাক্টিংটা খুব, আমি যখন অভিনয়ের কথা বলি, ইট কামস উইথ আ লট অফ এনার্জি। আই গো ব্যাক টু মাই চাইল্ডহুড বেবি। এক সময় আমার নিজের বয়স 6 বছরও হতে পারে, বিকজ আই লাভ ইমাজিনিং। ইউ নিড টু লাভ ইমাজিনিং, ডে ড্রিমিং। আমরা সেগুলো আজকাল আর করি না, বিকজ উই হ্যাভ মোবাইল ফোনস ইন আওয়ার হ্যান্ড, উই প্লে ক্যান্ডি ক্রাশ, উই প্লে, দেয়ার আর ডিফারেন্ট গেমস উই প্লে। আমি বলি অ্যাক্টার্সদের এত সময় নেই গেমস খেলার, বিকজ উই আর ইন আওয়ার ভার্চুয়াল ওয়ার্ল্ড, যেটা আমাদের নিজেদের তৈরি করা। অ্যান্ড দ্যাট ক্যান বি এনিওয়্যার, ইউ ক্যান বি আ ফার্মার, ইউ ক্যান বি এনিওয়ান ইউ ওয়ান্ট, অ্যান্ড দ্যাট ইভেন কোনো পয়সা করি লাগে না সেটা হওয়া যায়, ইউ ডোন্ট নিড এনি মানি টু ডু দ্যাট। আর একটা কথা বলা রয়েছে, এই ইমাজিনেশনের জন্য সব থেকে ইম্পর্টেন্ট হলো অবজারভেশন। আমি কি করব, আমি যে আমরা যখনই ট্রাভেল করি, উই অলওয়েজ বিজি ওভার ইন আওয়ার ফোন, আমরা পাশের লোকটাকে দিকে তাকাই না, আমার সামনে যে বসে আছে তার এক্সপ্রেশনস আমরা দেখি না। আমরা মানুষ নিয়ে খেলা করি, তাই তো? আমরা মানুষকে তুলে ধরি মানুষের সামনে। তো আমি যদি আমার সামনের মানুষটাকে না দেখি, না জানি, না বুঝি, তাহলে তো আমি সেটা পোর্ট্রে করতে পারবো না। সো ইমাজিনেশন আসবে সেই জায়গা থেকে যেখানে অবজারভেশন শুরু হবে। তাই আমি বলবো এখন থেকে ইউ মেক ইট আ পয়েন্ট, যখন ইউ আর ট্রাভেলিং, ইউ আর গোয়িং সামওয়্যার, ডু অবজার্ভ পিপল। রাস্তায় যারা হাঁটছে, যে তোমার গাড়ি চালাচ্ছে, যে তোমার সাথে হয়তো তাকাচ্ছেও না, কিন্তু তুমি তার দিকে তাকিয়ে তার এক্সপ্রেশন দেখো। অ্যাক্টিংটা না 24 ঘন্টা শেখা যায়, তার জন্য টিচার্স ইউ নিড, স্কিলস ইউ নিড, এভরিথিং ইউ নিড, বাট দ্য ক্লাস নেভার স্টপ। তোমাকে তোমার ক্লাস, তোমার পরিচর্যা সারাক্ষণ চালিয়ে যেতে হয়। আমি প্রত্যেক মুহূর্তে এখনো শিখছি, এভরি সিঙ্গেল মোমেন্ট। আমি আমার ক্লাসে যখন বসি, আই লার্ন ফ্রম অল অফ ইউ। আমি তোমাদের দেখে অনেক কিছু শিখি, বিকজ আমাদের জীবনদের মজার জিনিস হলো উই হ্যাভ ডিফারেন্ট এক্সপ্রেশনস। নবরস হতে পারে, নটা ইমোশনস হতে পারে, বাট আমাদের মুখের মাসলস গুলো ডিফারেন্ট মানুষের ডিফারেন্ট ভাবে কাজ করে, এন্ড সেটাই একটা চরিত্রের সৃষ্টি করে, সেটা একটা ক্যারেক্টারের গঠন তৈরি করে। তাই যত তুমি দেখবে, যত তুমি ইমাজিন করবে, তত তুমি ভেতর থেকে একজন অভিনেতা বা অভিনেত্রী হয়ে উঠবে। এটা আমার বিশ্বাস। কোনিনিকা অ্যাক্টিং ওয়ার্কশপ আমি র্যান্ডমলি শুরু করেছিলাম বাড়িতে বসে রান্না করতে করতে, কারণ আমার মনে হয়েছিল আই এম লুজিং মাই সেলফ অ্যাজ অ্যান অ্যাক্টর, এবং আমার মনে হয়েছিল এই প্যান্ডেমিকে ভীষণভাবে দরকার মনটাকে ভালো রাখার। অ্যাজ অ্যান অ্যাক্টর I have to practice what I have inside me. সেই জন্য আমি পড়ানো শুরু করেছিলাম, সেইভাবেই তোমাদের বন্ধু সৌম্যজিৎকে আমি পেয়েছিলাম, এবং আমার অনেক স্টুডেন্টস তারা আমায় শিখিয়ে গেছে। এবং আমি বিশ্বাস করি যত মানুষকে দেখবে, চিনবে, জানবে, কথা বলবে, সামনে থেকে চুপ করে বসেও তাদের যদি দেখো, ইট ইজ আ লার্নিং অ্যাজ অ্যান অ্যাক্টর। তাই প্রত্যেক মুহূর্তটাকে লার্নিং হিসেবে ধরে নেবে। এবং আমার মনে হয় এই জার্নিটা খুব সুন্দর। আমাদের মজাটাই হলো আমরা প্রত্যেকদিন সকালে উঠে আমরা নতুন নতুন মানুষ হয়ে যাই। কখনো আমি পাহাড়ি হই, কখনো আমি একজন ডাক্তার হই, কখনো আমি বাড়ির কাজের লোক হই, কখনো আমি ঝগড়ুটি মাসি হই। আই ক্যান বি এনিওয়ান, অ্যান্ড দ্যাট ইজ দ্য ফান। তো তো এই মজাটা যতদিন থাকবে ভেতরে, তোমার ভেতরে সেই বাচ্চা প্রত্যেকের ভেতরে একটা বাচ্চা অ্যাক্টর আছে, তারাই কিন্তু আমাদের ড্রাইভ করে বেড়ায়। তাই বসে রিয়েলাইজ করবে তুমি কি চাও জীবনে। ইট ইজ ভেরি ভেরি ইম্পর্টেন্ট টু টক টু ইয়োর ওন সেলফ। আর আমার অবন্তী আমাদের সঙ্গে রয়েছে আজকে। অবন্তী আমার কোনিকা অ্যাক্টিং ওয়ার্কশপের একজন টিচার, কোনিকা অ্যাক্টিং ওয়ার্কশপের একজন টিচার, যিনি আমার হাত ধরেছেন এবং আমরা একসাথে অনেকগুলো জার্নি একসঙ্গে কাটিয়েছি। আমরা একসঙ্গে বাইরে গেছি ওয়ার্কশপ করতে, কলকাতায় আমরা ওয়ার্কশপ করছি একসাথে। এবং আমি বলবো আই এম রিয়েলি গ্রেটফুল টু হার বিকজ শি ইজ আ গ্রেট হিউম্যান বিং। সেটা পরের কথা, কারণ সে আমার বন্ধু বলে বললাম এই কথাটা, বাট শি ইজ আ গ্রেট টিচার বিকজ আমি ওর ওয়ার্কশপে দাঁড়িয়ে থেকে দেখেছি। আমার ভীষণ পছন্দের একজন টিচার, তার কাছ থেকে তোমরা অনেক কিছু শিখতে পারবে। তোমরা সেশনটাকে আগে এগিয়ে নিয়ে যাও। আই হ্যাভ টু রান বিকজ আমার কাজের মধ্যে আমি রয়েছি এই মুহূর্তে। অল দ্য ভেরি বেস্ট টু ইউ অবন্তী। তুই এবার সামলে নে। হ্যাঁ, আমি পারলে একটু বাদে আবার জয়েনিং করব, ঠিক আছে? আচ্ছা আয়ুষী,
Yes, thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
thank you everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
We would like to extend our heartiest thanks to Koneenica ma'am and wish her a very Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. And now with us, we have someone who is a producer and also a theatre director and also an actress.
I'm not a producer. I mean, it's in the Google thing, but I'm not a producer. I know.
I'm so sorry. But then, you know, you produce all of these theatre plays and we definitely look at you as one. So I think it's very appropriate for us to say that you're a producer. So we would go on with that.
Actually, I'm a director. I work with producers, but I am a director, not a producer.
Okay, ma'am. She's a theatre director and she believes that it is indispensable to form a group in theatre to take the art form forward. Her works delve in the crevices of societal change and gender politics. And with that, I introduce to you from Koneenica ma'am's theatre school, Ms. Abanti Chakraborty, who shall be introducing to us an infamous text, A Midsummer Night's Dream by William Shakespeare, but through the lens of a theatre actor. Ma'am, the stage is all yours.
I just want to know first, before I start, that all of you know the story, basic story of Midsummer Night's Dream, who are here today?
Yes, ma'am.
Because that is really important. If you know the story, then I will start from that level. If anyone is here who don't know the story, then the story needs to be told. So do you want me to tell the story briefly or to start, you know, from that point where I know that you all know the story?
Ma'am, I think as we have a lot of people amongst us and not everybody will know it. So if you could just give us a short introduction, that would be really great.
Okay, so I give a short introduction. So basically, the king of the Duke of Athens, the play starts with in the kingdom of Duke of Athens, where the Duke and Hippolyta and Theseus, they are getting married. Okay, the name of the Duke is Theseus, and in the marriage preparations are on, and the king has assigned a theatre group, a bunch of actors, one funny bunch of actors, to direct a play, to produce a play on the wedding day, in the wedding day. This is happening one side, and in other side, Aegeus, the minister of Duke, came with a complaint to the king that his daughter Hermia is in love with a fellow called Lysander, whom he doesn't approve to be his son-in-law. So Aegeus is complaining, and according to Athenian law, that if you are not obeying your parents in terms of marriage and relationship, then you will be punished. So he came and complained that my daughter is not listening to me. I want her to get married with Demetrius, another fellow, and now he's saying that she's saying that she is in love with Lysander, whom I don't approve. So Lysander and Hermia are in love with each other, and at the same time, Demetrius, the other guy whom her father decided, like agreed to get married, Demetrius is in love with Hermia. So there's a love triangle. So basically, it's not a love triangle. There's one more person also. So it's a rectangle, I think, or it's a square. Because there's one more girl called Helena, who is Hermia's friend, and Helena is in love with Demetrius. So Lysander and Hermia are in love with each other. Demetrius is in love with Hermia, and Helena is in love with Demetrius. So now you know the chemistry and the diagram. So the king finally ordered Hermia that, look, I give you 4 nights time, and within that time you have to decide that you have to agree to get married to Demetrius, not to Lysander. And if you don't agree to marry Demetrius, then Athenian law will punish you. But then Lysander and Hermia are madly in love with each other. So that night they decided to elope in their aunt's place through a forest, through a dense forest. And Helena, her friend, comes to know about it. And Helena thinks, let me go and inform it to Demetrius, because she was in an idea that if I inform Demetrius, then Demetrius will, kind of forget Hermia and agree to marry me. She was wrong. Because when she went and informed Demetrius that, look, Lysander and Hermia are eloping, okay? So now you're not going to get her anymore and you have to marry me. So then Demetrius thought that, okay, so if they are eloping, then I'll follow them. So Lysander and Hermia elopes and Demetrius follows. And knowing all this thing, it's a big failure. Helena decides to follow Demetrius. So now all the 4 lovers are in the jungle, in the forest, in the night. And they are running behind each other. Okay. And in that night in the forest, you remember I told you the king assigned few stupid actors to produce a play. They thought they want to rehearse in isolation. So let's go to the forest and rehearse the play. And the king and the queen of the forest is Oberon and Titania. And in that forest, in that night, this Oberon and Titania are fighting with each other for a small little boy whom Oberon wants to possess, and Titania as well. So this is the whole scenario of the night. Okay. So any questions on it? Then I'll further go. Any confusion? I'll go ahead. What? Should I move forward?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Please, if there's any confusion or questions, okay? So now when this is the scenario, then everyone is in the jungle, and then Oberon, this Titania, Oberon's queen, is getting very much wild and very much angry, and then Oberon wants to teach her a lesson. So he has a prankster and a kind of servant whose name is Puck. So he orders Puck that to get a flower juice, and to put some love juice into Titania's eyes to divert her attention, that when Titania wakes up and whomever she sees in front of him falls in love, and then, she'll forget the boy for a little boy for a while, and Oberon will take that boy. And for that boy, they were actually fighting. So what happens? And in the meantime, Oberon also notices those 4 lovers, okay? And then he says, well, this Lysander, this Demetrius, like Demetrius and Helena, where Helena is constantly proposing Demetrius, and Demetrius is rejecting rudely. So he said, oh my God, this poor little girl, so nice, so beautiful. She's kind of in love with Demetrius, but this guy is rejecting. So this guy needs a little bit of flower juice. So Puck, you put some flower juice in Titania's eyes, and then put some leftover in Demetrius's eyes, that when he wakes up, he sees Helena and he falls in love and immediately accepts a proposal. But Puck is Puck. He's the string puller, and he's the one who knows very good how to create mess in other people's life. So what Puck did, instead of Demetrius, by mistake, he put some love juice into Lysander's eyes, who was sleeping in the forest, and also in Titania's eyes. Now what happens? Then he realizes his mistake, and then Oberon says, "Oh my God, you have put love juice in some different other people's eye. It's actually Demetrius, the other one." Then Puck, to like damage control, he puts again some love juice also in Demetrius's eyes. And then what happens? Helena was searching for Demetrius. Demetrius, where are you, Demetrius? And then he finds Lysander sleeping. Ah, Lysander. And he wakes him up. She wakes him up. And Lysander gets up and sees Helena. And then Lysander, instead of Hermia, falls in love with Helena. And at the same time, Demetrius wakes up and sees Helena. And Demetrius is this time under the control of love juice. And he also falls in love with Helena. And now what happens? These two guys, Lysander and Demetrius, both are chasing Helena, forgetting Hermia alone. Now Hermia is saying, "Why? What happened to me? These two guys were chasing me, were mad about me, and now they have left me and they are just running behind this Helena." So there's a wildness in the jungle, and these four lovers are running behind each other. So basically, Helena is running in this way that, "Oh my God, what happened? Now these two people are creating joke, or they are mocking. They are kuch der pehle, like, few hours back, none of them loved me, and now both of them are proposing me and chasing me. So there must be, I'm sure they are pulling my leg." So Helena runs. And to follow Helena, Lysander and Demetrius, "I love you, Helena, I love you, Helena," runs behind her. And to see what's happening with these two boys. Hermia thinks that they were behind me and now they are behind her. So Hermia also follows. So this whole mess is happening. And then from the other side, this Titania wakes up. And you remember I told you about the actors who were rehearsing in the forest to prepare the play for the king's court. So among those actors, there was one person called Nick Bottom who was really, really stupid. And then this Nick Bottom, half of the part of his body, he was such a stupid, and he was so creating such a, he was so ridiculous that Puck thought that he will convert him into an ass. So with Puck's magical thing, Puck puts a mask of an ass in Nick Bottoms and converts him into half man and half ass. And then he comes and sleeps in front of Titania, and Titania wakes up and sees this Nick Bottom. And then Titania falls in love with Nick Bottom, and she tries to impress him by offering him a lot of food and fairies. And then finally, the whole situation in the jungle is completely wild, completely messy. And then Oberon says, "Wow, things now needs to get in control. So Puck, you have created all this mess." And in the meantime, Oberon takes the little boy when Titania's attention was completely diverted from that boy. And then Puck, creates a fog in the forest where all of them feels tired and they sleep, and they remove the love juice from Nick Bottom, from Titania's eyes, and also the love juice from Lysander's eyes, and the love juice remains in Demetrius's eyes. And then everything is peaceful. All of them wakes up from the dream and reconcile with their partners. And in the meantime, Aegeus and the king and the queen comes to the forest, and they accept Lysander and Hermia's relationship, and everything ends happily. So this is the basic storyline. Any questions about it? Anyone? Then I will proceed. The story is clear completely to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Yes, ma'am. Now see, I could have started with the original text of Shakespeare, but that is such a long process. I will not able to finish in this class. So now, instead of working on the original text, let's do one thing. Let's work from an actor's perspective, that how an actor will create role for this play. Okay. Maybe if we have an offline class and if we do the production Midsummer Night's Dream, then definitely we'll go through the entire text. So now, if we start like this, that we do, let us think that I can see here Anushka, Ananya, like, I mean, jade dekhchi, are not visible in my screen. I'm telling to all of you that Shinjini, hi Shinjini. Let's take a pen and paper. You have all pen and paper? Don't mind if I take a sip from my coffee mug. So let's do one thing. You all have your pen and paper? So let's do one thing. You know, let's think ourselves that we are all detective. Now, Ahana is a detective. Pritham is a detective. Shin Shohini is a detective. All of us are detective. Okay. And we are in our Delhi head office, CBI. CBI head office. Okay. And now somebody has come and told us a complaint. There is a complaint that 4 lovers, 4 young students are missing. 2 boys, 2 girls. Okay. And now, as a detective, I have to create, you know what, when somebody goes to a detective and complain about and says that, you know, I want that person, what is the first thing that a detective does? What do you think? Tell me.
Asking about the details.
Yes, they create a profile of that person. I am Aegeus, like I am the father of Hermia, and I came to this detective agency and I meet all of you. And I say that, okay, my daughter got lost. She eloped last night and I want her back at any cost. And now you want to, as a detective, you want to write a profile. Okay. So now the first thing you have to write, who is your target? Here, who is your initial target?
Hermia.
Actually, no. The initial target is with whom Hermia eloped. किसके साथ भागा? वही target होता. So Lysander and also Hermia. And then also there's a report of Helena and Demetrius. So now I think let us choose any one character. Each of you choose any one character. Lysander, Hermia, Helena, Demetrius में से सिर्फ एक ही character को choose करो. एक. Okay? Only one character. And then write, number 1, the character's name. Okay. What is the relationship of the character with the person he or she eloped? What can be her personality, her or his personality, according to your imagination? Koneenica just told about imagination. So you imagine what kind of personality that character can be. What is the character's hopes or dream? You think, like, what is the character's mission? Everything people do, if I elope somewhere, or if I go somewhere, or if I hide somewhere, I must be having a certain kind of mission. So what can be the character's mission? Also, first thing I have to tell you, put these characters in today's time, in contemporary time. Okay? Like Hermia is a college student. These four are college students. This is for sure. So put these characters in your time and space, not in Shakespeare's time and space. Got it? Clear? So if you put it in your time and space, then also write that what kind of career this person can have. Like if she's a medical student or an engineering student or English honors in presidency or St. Xavier's, what kind of career or education she is going through. And the last question, what film actor or celebrity you can see as that character? Like Alia Bhatt as Hermia, or Katrina Kaif, or Helena, if you're writing Demetra's, then Ranbir Kapoor, or any Hollywood star? Who? Cillian Murphy? So whom can you relate, see, visualize that character with a celebrity or of actor? Okay. So how many points? How many points I have given?
6.
Do this character sketch first. This is the first thing when you prepare a role one has to do. The character sketch. Okay. So write this within 5 to 10 minutes. I am here. If there is any question, you can ask me. I'm very much here. Write it and get back as early as possible. I think I'll take 4 characters, ek ek karke bolna, like 4 people can tell me. Like all of you write, but any 4 will tell. This is the first practice. Any questions, please feel free to tell. You have only 5 to 10 minutes, not more than that.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, please.
Ma'am, as for the third point, you asked us to mention about the career they are pursuing. So, Is it just the career, or do we need to write more about the career? Like,
No, it's just the career, like in the sense what kind of college they are, which subject they are taking. Then only if somebody is doing MBA in IIM Joka, you'll get to know that okay, this guy is pursuing a management career, right?
okay, so it has to be a real college.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Okay, okay, perfect. Thank you,
Everything
ma'am.
is real. Huh? Put in your time and space. Don't go to Shakespeare's time and space.
All right, perfect, ma'am. Thank you.
Ma'am, I had one question. Ma'am, we
Sure.
can choose any four characters from the play, right? It doesn't have to be the four people who eloped, or does it have to be them?
Any four characters.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
That was an example I get given. I would like to listen to all of yours, 300 people's character sketch, but I don't know how that is possible in a Zoom class. For that, we need to do the play. More 5 minutes, sir. Only. You have to be fast. We can't give you so much time when you're preparing a role because things should be instinctive, very spontaneous. Don't think much, just write. Whatever is coming to your mind might be wrong, might be bullshit, but just write. Whatever. Don't think about it and write. You have to be instinctive to become an actor. Three minutes more. Two minutes. Now we are done. So I can see first Ahana. So I'm asking Ahana, which character do you have done?
Good evening, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. I just went with Helena, means one of the four characters. Okay, and we know the relationship as we means I've made one change. I'm making her the sister of that Isander, and she is in one-sided love with Demetrius, or one guy in one-sided. And personality, I'm saying here her as the Paris Clay Hilton, a cheeky person, short-spoken, and obsessed towards the Demetrius.
You have made a mistake, Ahana. She can't be the sister of Lysander.
No, I just thought
Love.
that if okay.
No.
So
See,
okay,
you can adopt, but you cannot be illogical.
okay. I will
Creating a
keep that in
character,
mind.
basic logics.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. I will keep that in mind. I am saying that she is in one-sided love with Demetrius, and her personality is that she is the Paris Hilton, we can say, and she is chic and short-spoken, but has an obsessed character. Means she is obsessed with Demetrius.
Yes.
But
So what
also matured accord, but she is also matured to her own age. And her dreams is to take the family business, and she is currently at the fashion school of London, which is in Delhi. And for the celebrity in resemblance, I'm thinking of a South Korean actress, Kim Ji-hoon.
high five? Very high profile Helena. I don't know why this poor Demetrius is rejecting her.
No,
Can you
maybe just because her that cheeky personality.
But interesting. Let's come to Shomili.
Thank you.
Shomili, your observation about any character?
Hello, good evening, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, ma'am. So I chose Hermia. So according to me, she eloped with her lover, and as a girl, her characteristics, which I felt she might be a sweet, soft-hearted, fully in love, drenched in love kind of person who is trying to avoid her father. Like she's not trying to get into any conflict with her father in terms of love, and that is the reason she wants to be away from her father, and that is why she's eloping. And in
Timid.
maybe she's timid, soft-spoken, kind-hearted.
Yeah, but you know what? If she's so timid, she will not have the guts to elope.
Yeah, because she may trying to avoid the conflict, and in that urge also some people take some bold decisions.
Character who will avoid the conflict, then she will not go against her father. She'll avoid the conflict and say that, okay, Papa, आप जो बोलोगे वही होगा. है ना?
But she might also not be
One who is fighting against her father and the rule of her country or society cannot avoid conflict because she knows that she's taking a drastic, courageous step which will go against her. So she's cannot be a character who wants to avoid conflicts.
okay, ma'am. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah.
Do you all agree to it? Next. Sulagna?
Yes, ma'am. I had written about Hermia and I mentioned that she was bold, independent, beautiful, and confident. So, as for the boldness, because as you have mentioned already, because she had the courage to fight her father and to express her love, she was confident because she was running behind one guy. Second, third, independent because she was able to take up her own decisions. And of course, she must be sweet, she must be beautiful because two guys were after her. For character assigning, ma'am, you want to say something?
What can be her career? What is
Ma'am, yes, I'm coming to that. I have assigned Emma Watson for it. She might be a little too old for it, but I mean, she has that thing in herself. She might be pursuing masters in English. Again, she's a bit old for that. From University of Edinburgh because that gives feel of Hogwarts and uh,
I mean, that thought can be said.
Student,
Also, sorry, ma'am.
what makes you think that Hermia is a literature student?
Ma'am, because she's confident and she is, she can express herself. Because I have to keep this in mind that she is able to.
Why literature students are mostly romantic?
Yes, ma'am, they are romantic, but again, they read Shakespeare the most. So, and they will. Sorry.
So when you imagine something, you know, along with imagination, it is very important that when I do a character state sketch, it has to be logical as well.
Okay, so she must be.
Okay, this is what I imagine, but why I imagine? Why literature? Why not science? If I question, then you can say immediately, well, I feel that literature people are always imaginative. They are into their dream world. They are more creative. Scientists are also creative, but in a different way. So, you know, you should always build logics when you are building a character. Anyway, but it's a good job. Shohini?
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. About Hermia, we could also call her passion.
Yeah. Wow.
Huh?
Everyone
No,
I
just wanted to point out that we could also call her passionate and dedicated. And also, as you've asked, that why a literature student? Well, she was passionate about her love, right? So mostly we see that literature students have this thing that they're also passionate about a lot of things and they're very imaginative. So yes, so that is my point of view.
Great. Great. I liked it. And
thank you, ma'am.
What kind of what celebrity just Hermia reminds you?
I chose Emily Blunt.
And who has written about Titania? Anyone has written about Titania? She can raise hands. No Titania? She's the central character of the play. Helena? Anyone, Helena?
Yes, ma'am, I have. Ma'am, can you hear me? Hello?
Excuse me, ma'am, you're on mute if you... Ma'am, are you on mute?
I think she's on a phone call. She'll join back.
Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
I think there was a net problem.
Yes, ma'am.
I got disconnected. So yes. So why do you think? Anyone has written Helena?
Yes, ma'am.
Madhuparna. Yes, Madhuparna. You tell me. Tell me
Okay,
first.
ma'am.
What is Helena's personality?
Ma'am, I have written Helena as loving. She's loyal as well because she doesn't change from Demetrius. She loves only him. She is headstrong.
She is very loyal. There's a line in Shakespeare. She compares herself with a dog. She says, "I'm your dog, Demetrius. I'm so loyal that I'm like your spaniel." In her monologue, she says. So in that way, that dog is very loyal, right?
Yes.
So you're loyal. You're right. Helena is very loyal. इतना भी उसको reject किया, इतना भी reject किया, but she would never come नहीं छोड़ा.
She's headstrong because she goes on following Demetrius, and she is also having this sense of self-respect because when both Demetrius and Lysander follow her, she rejects both of them. She's like, "You're mocking me." So
Right.
she's having that as well. And for her career, I have chosen that as a designer come model. So
Why designer come model?
Because, ma'am, Helena is often like, as much as I have read Shakespeare, both Helena and Hermia were compared, and she was considered as the more beautiful one among the two. And
Hermia was short.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
She was dark as well.
Dark as well, but Helena was very strikingly beautiful, right?
So yes, that goes very well with the model industry, and I gave in designer because just being a model could not suffice her character in total. She's having a very strong character, so just being a model like doesn't suffice it.
She's very creative as well.
Yes.
That's
and
why you're designer.
Yes, and for her role, she reminded me of Katrina Kaif. So I chose Katrina Kaif for her character.
Well, I see her more as Deepika Padukone. I don't know why.
Actually, ma'am, Katrina Kaif.
Katrina Kaif, personalities are very kind of moody. Helena can be very wild also, you know. Then I want you, like you know. जिसको बोलता है ना कि वो छोड़ने वाली नहीं है, लेकिन कटरीना ठीक है, चल नहीं मिला तो नहीं मिला.
Yes.
को ऐसा है कि ये करना नहीं है, मुझे वो चाहिए जैसे भी हालत में हो. She has that in her feature. See, we don't know them individually. How is Katrina and how is Deepika? We are imagining out of their features, right? Maybe when you meet Katrina personally, you will see Katrina is more like Helena. But her looks is not like Helena, you know, her looks is more, Helena is more raw. Whereas Hermia is more polished. So, good. Anyone has done Demetrius? Demetrius? Character sketch? Anybody? No? He's very interesting character. Anyone has done Oberon? No. Lysander? No.
I did Lysander as well.
Can see who is he? Just somebody just raised his hand, but I don't know who is he.
Ma'am, I think you have your hand raised.
Oh, no. I don't know. Okay, so can we go to the next exercise? Because see, this is the way you have to do a character sketch. You have to first imagine his or her dress sense, like Samarpan. Where is Samarpan? Is Samarpan here?
Ma'am, my name is Shamparna.
Samparna. Okay. Hi, Shamparna. Yes.
I did Puck, so I'd like to discuss
that. Fantastic. He is also the central character of the play. Yes, my favorite, Puck.
Ma'am, when you were telling us the story, I found his character the most relatable, like not relatable, but interesting in general, but also a little relatable because I am personally a little bit like that. But I would, if I had to make him, not him in general, but I'd like to make them gender neutral character because technically Puck is a fairy. So Puck can be a woman as well as a man. It's not something that's going to be defined in my imagination. That's why I couldn't also fit in a film actor or actress per se. I think anyone who has a mischievous sort of look or even a playful expression, but also someone who can be pretty determined, because I felt like Puck could be a very determined and a very confident character. because someone who has the audacity to just go and drop flower potions and all that in people's eyes and make mistakes also like that and still be confident about it, I think that person would be quite a force to reckon with. So Puck, even without appearing to be a very strong character, could be someone who takes up the entire stage. And as for career, I was thinking that maybe they could have a career in music, because on one hand they would be determined, so they would stick on this creative path and make it to the long way. And in creative paths it is necessary to be a little determined because it's not the mainstream way out, but at the same time they have this playful nature, so they could also fit in well with the creative angle, I think.
Very good, very well, and very good analysis. Very good. Yeah, this is how you analyze a character. So now let's go to the next step. So with this exercise, we'll finish this class. And I don't know what are the future plans of your theatrical society, but we can really develop this play and develop into a production. But that you and Koneenica must be knowing, because otherwise you feel like it's half done, you know. And Midsummer Night's Dream is such a great thing to do, to work with as an actor. So now let's do a quick exercise. Imagine that all of you are casting director. Okay. Now imagine that I am a casting director and I am making a film on Midsummer Night's Dream or a play in Midsummer Night's Dream. Okay. Now you have come to me to give an audition. So now, can I just check why Koneenica is calling?
Yeah, sure.
I think Koneenica is calling. I think she wants to get into the just. I think she's trying to get in. So let us do one more last exercise and finish this exercise. So then, yeah, I'm a casting director and I'm making a play on Midsummer Night's Dream and you have come for audition. So choose any one character and write one line of that character. What that line can one say? Forget about the Shakespeare text. Okay, time starts now. Come on, 2 minutes you have. One more last exercise and finish. Okay, it's over. It has to be instinctive. I'm back again. Who has written, raise hands, who has written Helena? Quick. Helena, Madhuparna, yes. Tell me, what is your line?
Ma'am, I have written, I may not be Hermia, but I'm a lady of proper respect, and you got no right to make me feel unworthy.
Good. Now act it and say.
I may not be Helena. Sorry. I may not be Hermia, but I'm a lady. I have proper self-respect, and you have got no right to make me feel unworthy.
Yes, but Helena will not tell like this to Demetrius, you know, because she's asking for love like a beggar.
Ma'am, it's not only for Demetrius, it's for Demetrius and Lysander when they were mocking her.
Okay, so say the line in that way, both of them. So she's furious that time. She's angry. She's feeling insulted.
And you have got no right to make me feel. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
I may not be Hermia, but I am a lady.
Yeah. Okay? This boys, I may not be Hermia, but I have my own respect, and you guys have no point to disrespect me. She's wild. She's angry. She can't be so cool. I may not be Hermia. No. When the situation you have thought where she is in her peak of anger. Okay? But good. I liked your lines. Ayushi, you raised your hand.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am, as far as I've heard about Helena, I have not really delved much into the text, but as much I have heard today, you talk about her and everybody else, is that she is somebody who feels very deeply and who loves very deeply. But at the same time, because she feels so deeply, she also has very deep rooted self respect and self esteem as a part of her. And that is what allows her to be so expressive in her words, but it also allows her to have a very solid sense of self within herself as well. So, the line that I have written, the way that I think it could have been said, is that she is saying this to Demetrius, but at the same time, she is not saying this in the middle of an argument. She is not saying this in the middle of a normal conversation, but she is saying this.
The line. Don't give explanation so much.
Ma'am, the line that I have written is I'm yours and only yours, but before that, I'm mine and only mine.
Repeat it.
Ma'am, I've written that I'm yours and only yours, but before that, I am mine and I'm only mine.
Why will Helena say this?
Ma'am, because the situation that I was thinking of is that at a point when it comes that she has to prove her love for Demetrius, but at the same time, everybody else is taking her love for granted. She is reinstating her position and she is saying that I am a woman of respect and of honor, and you have to respect me and honor me in order to be my lover.
Then that situation has to be clear in this context.
Yes, ma'am. That is why I was giving the context of the situation first. And something like that would bring something out of Helena like this.
Some few words in the line, actually. But it's, yeah, I like the concept. Anyone else? Any Hermia? Any lines for Hermia? No? Come on, 300 students, where are you all? Not even 3? Anyone else? Shohini? No?
No, ma'am, I didn't finish.
Okay, you didn't finish. So yeah, it's time also. But this is the way, you know, we get into the process of creating role and making play through these exercises. And there are lots and lots and lots. So yes, you wanted to tell something? I can see you raise your hands.
Ma'am, I just had like, I'm not about, like, I thought a line about a park, I guess. And I don't know, I take the line from the movie Mask, I guess, if that was the name. I am back. Did you miss me? I guess not. Like, to add a mischievous tinge, I guess that is what he would say, or he or they would say.
Who is saying that you miss me not?
Ma'am, it's spark to the audience. It's actually to the audience.
Ah, interesting. Yes.
Be the beginning of a scene or a sequence, maybe that it.
How can he do that?
Yes,
Show
ma'am.
me. How can he? What will be his expression when he says that?
It's very tough to imitate what Jim can exactly did.
Tough to act.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no
So
Acting and imitating is different.
Yes. I'm back. Did you miss me? I guess not.
Good. Good. I liked it. Nice. You all are so talented, huh? You could be wonderful actors, all of you.
Thank you.
Very good. Very sharp. I really enjoyed this class today. And it's time now. I think I have to make a move. But I hope to see you all. Somebody else raised hand. I think Show Me. Show Me? Is it Show Me? Anyone called
Ma'am,
Show
it's Shomi.
Shomili? Yes, Shomili. You want to tell something, Shomili?
Yes, ma'am, I have written a line for Park actually. I mean, if I have to audition for this play, I will definitely audition for the role Park. And I have written, "Hi, I am Park, Sima Taparia of this jungle."
Okay, so show me how will Pak say the line.
Like when Park is supposed to put all this flower juice in their eyes, he will introduce himself like, "Hi, I am Park, Sima Taparia of this jungle."
So how will he act and say this? Act
Okay.
it out, Shomili.
Hi, I am Park, Sima Taparia of this jungle.
It's a little flat. Pak will have a lot of added flavor into his. You know, Pak is a very interesting character. So, but it's a good attempt. I like the line. So yes, so let's hope that we meet again and take forward this class. It all depends on the St. Xavier's Theatrical Society and Koneenica, Bannerjee. But yeah, I really hope that we can work on it. Okay?
Ma'am, college is actually resuming offline from the 17th of January, although only for selected semesters. So
Okay.
once we are all back in college, I am sure we can do something and we can make this a proper production. And the next year, this time, we hope we can have you with us instead of having you just on a screen.
Of course, of course, of course.
And I had
Acting is always fun when it is real, you know, when I can see you, touch you, feel you, and work with you directly and make you act, dance, and sing.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, but thanks to coronavirus that I get to meet from my home. It was a lovely session. Thank you so much. I hope you all liked it.
Ma'am,
Yes.
it was a pleasure having you. Thank you, ma'am.
It was a pleasure having you, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
ma'am.
Take care. Have a
Thank
good
you
day.
so much.
Hi, ma'am.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, with that, we come to an end of the first day of Theatrixmas. I would like to extend my heartiest thanks on behalf of our society to Ms. Koneenica Bannerjee and Ms. Abanti Chakraborty for their wonderful words, which have left a powerful impact on all of our attendees. Do not forget to join us tomorrow for Munish Mitro's workshop, tomorrow from 12 to 1, if I'm not wrong, Soham. Tomorrow from 12 to 1. And we hope to see you in almost all of our workshops, and we hope to meet you again, and we hope to have a lovely session with you again. Thank you so much. And with that, I bring an end to the very first day of Theatrixmas. Thank you. You all may start leaving the meeting. Zarish, please stop streaming. Shomajit has entered now. Shomajit, up.
Chilo, he was there.
Oh, I think he had to leave the meeting.